जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री सीताराम। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। अथ कलश पूजनम। Take the flower and rice, touch कलश देव। ओम वरुणस्योतम नमसि वरुणस्कंभ सर्जनिस्तो वरुणसरित सदन्य श्री वरुणसरित सदनमसि वरुणसरित सदनमासेद। ओम कलशस्य मुखे विष्णु कंठे रुद्र समाश्रिता मूले स्तुस्थितो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणा स्मृता कुक्षौ तु सागरा सप्त सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी अर्जुनी गोमती चैव चंद्रभागा सरस्वती ऋग्वेदोऽथ यजुर्वेद सामवेदो अथर्वण अंगैः सहिता सर्वे कलशं तु समाश्रिता। ओम बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि आसनार्थे अक्षतानि समर्पयामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। 4 टाइम स्नान। ओम बाधर्पाद्यं समर्पयामि हस्तोर्घ्यं समर्पयामि मुखे आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि सर्वांगे स्नानं जलं समर्पयामि भगवते श्री बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। 1 टाइम पंचामृत जी 1। ओम पंचनद्यः सरस्वतीमपि यन्ति सस्रोतसा सरस्वती तु पंचदा स्वदेशे भवसरित। पंचामृत स्नानान्ते पुनः शुद्धोदक स्नानं शुद्धबालः सर्वशुद्धबाल मणिबालस्तस्मिन् शेताः शेताक्षरुणस्ते रुद्राय वसुपतये कर्णाज्यामबलिप्तारो द्रनमो रूपाः पार्जन्याः वस्त्रोपवस्त्रम्। ओम जुवासुवासा परिवेतागास उश्रेयान् भवति जायमान तं धीरास्कवयोन्नयन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्त। वस्त्रम् उपवस्त्रं समर्पयामि रक्तसूत्रखण्डद्वयं समर्पयामि चन्दनानुलेपनम्। ओम द्वाङ्गन्धर्वाखनं स्तामिन्द्रस्ता बृहस्पतिः त्वामोखदे सोमो राजविद्वानक्ष्मादमुच्यत। श्रीखण्डं चन्दनं दिव्यां गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठां चन्दनं प्रतिगृहतां। चन्दनानुलेपनानान्ते कुङ्कुमं समर्पयामि गन्धद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां गणेशणीम् ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामियोपवये श्रियम् अक्षतान् अक्षण्यमिवदन्त जब प्रिया अदोखदस्तोखद स्वाभानवविप्राणविष्टयामति जोजान् विन्द्रते हरे अक्षतान् समर्पयामि भगवते श्री बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। अक्षतान्ते पुष्पमालां परिधापयामि बिल्मपत्रं समर्पयामि। 1 बेल लीव and pushpa and durva. Om नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुथिने च नमः श्रुताय श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च नन्याय च। लेफ्ट हैंड होल्ड एंड राइट हैंड पुट। ओम वरुणाय नमः। ओम प्रचेतसे नमः। ओम स्वरूपिणे नमः। ओम अपां पतये नमः। ओम मकरवाहनाय नमः। ओम जलाधिपतये नमः। ओम पाशस्ताय नमः। ओम अनर्कमणिभूषणाय नमः। ओम वरुणाय नमः। ओम नानाविध परिमल पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। सांगाय सपरिवाराय सशक्तिकाय नमः। आदि देवताभ्यो नमः प्रत्याति देवताभ्यो नमः इष्ट देवताभ्यो नमः कुल देवताभ्यो नमः ग्राम देवताभ्यो नमः वास्तु देवताभ्यो नमः। धूपमाग्रापयामि धूरस्य धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वताम्। धूप माता जी पहले धूप फर्स्ट। ओम धूरस्य धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतं जोस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वजं वयं धूर्वामः देवानां शिवन्यतमं घुंसस्नितमं बभृतमं जुष्टतमं देवहूतमं। धूपमाघ्रापयामि प्रत्यक्ष दीपं संदर्शयामि दीपक। ओम चन्द्रमामसोजादक्षजोः सूर्यो जायत श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणस्य मुखादग्निरजायत। भगवते बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। प्रत्यक्ष दीपं संदर्शयामि भगवते श्री बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। प्रसाद। ओम नाभ्यासीदन्तरिक्षगुं शिष्टुर्द्योः समवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृदिशः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन् भगवते वां वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि ताम्बूलम् यत्पुरुषेण विखादेवाय नमतन्वत वसन्तो शासिदाजङ्ग्रीक्मैद्मः शरद्वभिः भगवते श्रीवं वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि। ताम्बूलान्ते आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि। ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा, अपनाय स्वाहा, व्यानाय स्वाहा, उदनाय स्वाहा, समनाय स्वाहा, मध्य मध्यपानीयम आचमनीयम जलम समर्पयामि। बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणाम् ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासीद सदाधार प्रतिविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। कर्पूरार्तिक्यम् कर्पूरगौरां करुणावतारां संसारसारां भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवां भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवां भवानी सहितं नमामि। कर्पूरार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि भगवते श्री बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। नमस्करोमि। Take the flower. ओम नमो नमस्ते स्फटिकाप्रभाय सुश्वेतहाराय सुमंगलाय सुपासहस्ताय जशासनाय जलाधिनाथाय नमो नमस्ते। बम वरुणाय अपां पतये सांगाय सपरिवाराय सशक्तिकाय नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थ पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। अनेन पूजनेन श्री वरुण देवता प्रियंतां न मम। बोलिए वरुण देव भगवान की जय। अथ श्री राधा कृष्ण देवता पूजनम। ओके माता जी प्लेट बैक हियर। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। बर्हापीडं नटवरवपो कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासं कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरदरसुदयां पूरयन् गोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। सराधाय नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। आसनार्थे अक्षतानि समर्पयामि। आवाहयामि स्थापयामि। श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। 4 times स्नान। पादरुपाध्यम। ओम पादरुपाध्यम फर्स्ट एंड हैंड। ओम हस्तवर्घ्यम मुखे आचमनीयम सर्वांगे स्नानम जलम समर्पयामि। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात सभूमि गुं सर्वतः स्मृत्वा तिष्ठदशाङ्गुलां पुरुष एवेद गुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं उतामृततस्वेशानो जदन्येनातिरोहति। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। शुद्धोदकस्नानम्। ओम पुरुष एवेद गुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं उतामृततस्वेशानो जदन्येनातिरोहति। एतावानस्य महिमातो जायांस पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवे। भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। श्री परब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। शुद्धोदकस्नानं शुद्धबालः सर्वशुद्धबालमणिबालस्तस्मिन् शेताः शेताक्षरुणस्ते रुद्राय वसुपतये कर्णाजामावलिप्ता रौद्रा नमो रूपाः पार्जन्याः गंगे चमने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदा सिंधु कावेरी स्नानार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्री कृष्णाय नमो नमः। सुगंधिं तैलम् अत्र ओम त्र्यंबकम् ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं प्रतिवेदनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनादितो मुक्षीयमामुतः। सुगंधिं तैलान्ते वस्त्रम् नो बिग वस्त्र नो दुपट्टा। ओम जुवा सुवासा परिवेदागासौ श्रेयान् भवति जायमानतं धीरासकवयोन्नयन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्त। वस्त्रोपवस्त्रं समर्पयामि रक्तसूत्रखण्डद्वयं समर्पयामि भगवते श्री वाङ्मय स्वरूपाय श्री कृष्णाय नमः। वस्त्रोपवस्त्राणि समर्पयामि रक्तसूत्रखण्डद्वयं समर्पयामि चन्दनानुलेपनं समर्पयामि। ओम द्वां गन्धर्वाखनं स्थामिन्द्रस्तावृहस्पतिः त्वामोखदे सोमो राजविद्वान् यक्ष्मादमुच्यत। श्रीखण्डं चन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठं चन्दनं प्रतिगृह्यतां कुङ्कुम। ओम गन्धद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां करिष्यिणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपवय श्रियम् अक्षतान्। ओम अक्षण्यमिव दन्तजवप्रिया दुःखतस्थोखतस्वावानपविप्रानपिष्टयामतिजोजान् विन्द्रते हरि अक्षतान् समर्पयामि अक्षतान्ते। तुलसी दल हैव नो प्रकाश 4 5 तुलसी लीफ है ओके have okay ओम ओखदेः प्रतिमोदध्वं पुष्पवतेः वृषोवरेः अश्वाय वसचित्परिर्विरुदाः पारैष्णवाः। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। तुलसीदलं समर्पयामि। श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। पुष्पं माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। पुष्पमालां परिधापयामि भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। धूपम ओम धूरसे धुर्वधुर्वंजम धुर्वतम ज्योष्मान फर्स्ट धूप। ओम धूरसे धुर्वधुर्वंजम धुर्वतम ज्योष्मान धुर्वति तम धुर्वजम वयम धुर्वामः देवानाम सेवनितम घोंसस्नितमां बभृतमां जुष्टतमां देवहूतमां धूपमाग्रपयामि प्रत्यक्ष दीपम सोजातक्षचोः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत। भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। प्रसादम् ॐ नाभ्या नैवेद्य ॐ नाभ्या सीदन्तरिक्षगुंसेष्टोर्द्योः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिसहस्रो लोकाम् अकल्पयन्नपतेन सनोदेहनमिमस सुक्मिणः प्रपदातारतारिखम् ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि मुक्षुद्यार्थताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि। ओम यत्पुरुषेण विखादेवा जज्नमतन्वत वसन्तो शासिराजङ्ग्रेख्मैद्मः शरद्वभिः। भगवते श्री वाङ्मय स्वरूपाय श्रीकृष्णाय श्रीमद्भागवत पुराणाय नमः। ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि श्रीकृष्णाय नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः। आचमनीं जलं समर्पयामि प्राणाय स्वाहा अपनाय स्वाहा व्यानाय स्वाहा समनाय स्वाहा उदानाय स्वाहा मध्यमते पानीम् आचमनीं जलं समर्पयामि। आचमनीयान्ते द्रव्यदक्षिणाम् ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तदाग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकाशीदसदाधार पृथिविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। नारायणाय नमः नमस्करोमि। बर्हापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासं कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरदरसुदयां पूरयन् गोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं सपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकृते कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। परमात्माय नमो नमः। अनेन पूजनेन श्री गणपति देवत सहितस्य श्री कलश देवता सहितस्य श्री वाङ्मय सर्व श्री कृष्णाय प्रियंताम नमः। बोलिए श्री परब्रह्मणे श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, भागवत भगवान की, व्यास जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव। ओके, I'm going down. Radha Krishna puja. Yeah, outside here. Yeah, prasad and dakshina. Flower. ओम नाभ्यासिदन्तरिक्षगुं शिष्णोद्यौः समवर्तदा पद्भ्यां भूमृदिशः श्रोत्रान् तथा लोकान् कल्पयन्न भगवते श्रीपरब्रह्मणे श्रीनारायणाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि, श्रीफलं समर्पयामि, मुक्षुद्याताम्लानि समर्पयामि, आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रीपरमात्माय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। One, two, three, four, five. How much? Or Vyasi thali already. Yeah, okay. Just put here. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, more flower. And yeah, flower and dakshina and fruit. Hari Saranam. Ready? Okay. बोलिए भागवत भगवान की। Everybody one mantra. First Gauri Ganesh and Kalash ji and Panchomkar, Navagrah और सर्वतोभद्र मंडल and Shodash Matrika. Radha Krishna and everybody. First Ganesh ji mantra. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं। नमो दिव्यै महादिव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः। नमो प्रकृतिभद्रायै नियतामृतां स्वदां भगवते श्रीगणपतये नमः। Touch Ganesh ji, then put it thali. Gandhakshata pushpa, rice, flower and chandan, everything. One flower take, then yes, 1, 2, 3. Everybody touch Surajji. Okay? Everybody touch. Om Gadanantva Ganapati Gung Havamahe Priyanant. First Ganeshji, Swastika. Swastik here. Front, yes. Om Gadanantva Ganapati Gung Havamahe Priyanantva Priyapati Gung Havamahe Nidhinantva Nidhipati Gung Havamahe Vaso Mamahamaja Nigarbada Mata Majasi Garbadhamma Ganganapataye Namaha. Then colors. Om Varunasodam Namasi Varunasaskamva Sarjanisto Varunasrita Sadanya Sivarunasrita Sadanama Sivarunasrita Sadanama Seda Om Bam Varunay Apam Bataye Sangaya Saparivara Sasaktikaya Namaha Apam Bataye Namaha. Thali. Then Pancha Omkara. Omkara Vindu Sanyuktam Nityam Dhyayanti Yoginaha Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namaha. Bhagavate Brahma Vishnu Adi Samasta Pancha Omkar Devatabhyo Namo Namaha. Dhyanarthi Pushpani Samarpayami. Atha Navagraha Mandal. Om Chach Kalashji. Om Krishne Nirjasa Vartamanu Nivesayna Vartam Vartancha Hiranyena Savitarthena Devo Jatir Bhuvanani Pasyanna Suryaya Namaha. Chandramasya Namaha. Bhaumaya Namaha. Budhaya Namaha. Brihaspataye Namaha. Sukraya Namaha. Sanistaraya Namaha. Rahave Namaha. Ketave Namaha. Sarve Grahaya Namo Namaha. Dhyanarthe Pushpani Samarpayami Bhagavate Sri Navagraha Mandala Devatabhyo Namo Namaha. Gandhakshata Pushpani Samarpayami. Then Sarvato Bhadra Mandal. Om Bhadrang Karne Vihi Sridayama Deva Bhadram Vasema Shavirja Jatraha Sthirairangai Tashtubhagong Sastano Bhirbhasema Hideva Hitam Jadayo. Bhagavate Sri Bhadra Parimandala Devataya Namo Namaha. Dhyanarthe Pushpani Samarpayami. Touch Kalasdev. Om Varunasotam Manamasi Varunasaskamva Sarjanisto Varunasrita Sadanya Se Varunasrita Sadanamasi Varunasrita Sadanama Seda. Yes. Touch everybody. Om Namo Devya Mahadevya Shivaya Satatam Namaha. Namo Prakriti Bhadraya Niyatam Radam Swadam. Bhagavate Sri Shodasamatrikaya Namo Namaha. Dhyanarthe Pushpani Samarpayami. Varunasotam Manamasi Varunasaskamva Sarjanisto Varunasrita Sadanya Se Varunasrita Sadanamasi Varunasrita Sadanama Seda. Om Bam Varunaya Namaha. Gandhakshata Pushpani Samarpayami. Yes, touch Kalashji, then put Thali. Bhagavate Sri Sri Adi Samasta Sodas Matrika Devatabhyo Namaha. Naivedya and Dakshina. One fruit. Everybody Bhagavanji. First here. Om Nabhyasedantariksagong Seshnurdyoho Samavartada Padyambho Mrdisaha Strotraan Tatha Lokam Akalpayannannapatena Sanodehanamimasa Sukpinaha Prabhadatartariham Urjanno Dehi Dvipade Chatukpade Bhagavate Sri Gauri Ganesadi Samasta Bhadra Pithastha Devatabhyo Namaha. Naivedyam Nivedayami Achamanyam Jalam Samarpayami. Pranaya Swaha Apanaya Swaha Dhyanaya Swaha Udanaya Swaha Samanaya Swaha Madhyamadipanyam Achamanyam Jalam Samarpayami. Om Nabhya Asidantariksha Gongseshnurdyoho Samavartada Padyambho Mrdisa Srotraan Tatha Lokam Akalpayanna. First, either this finish, then everybody Bhagavan Puja. Okay, Draupadakshinam. Hiranyagarbha Samavartadagre Bhuta Sajataha Patireka Seda Sadadara Pratipidyamu Mam Gasmai Devaya Vikhabide Maha. Draupadakshinam Samarpayami. Bhagavate Sri Bhadra Pithastha Devatabhyo Namaha. Samasta Devatabhyo Namaha. No, different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dakshina? No? 1? Okay. Draupadakshinam Samarpayami. Namaskaromi. Krishnaya Vasu. Take the flower. ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। भगवते श्रीभद्रस्तपीठादिदेवताभ्यो नमः। प्रधानपुरुषदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः। Radha Krishna, Ganesh ji, everybody Bhagwan ji. Yeah, one, 4 piece. Kalash. Should I look here at Caesar? Oh, okay. Have. Om Malyadini Sugandhini Malatyadini Vai Prabhu Mayaritāni Pushpāni Pujartham Pratigrihataṁ Kasturi Dilakam Lalādapatale Brakshastale Kaustubham Nasagre Varamoktikam Karatale सर्वांगे हरिस्तंदनम सुललितम कंठे च मुक्तावले गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणे फुल्लेन्दीवरकान्तिमिन्दुवदनं बर्हावतं सौम्रियं श्रीवत्साङ्गमुदारकौस्तुभधरं पीताम्बरं सुन्दरं गोपीनानयनोत्पलार्चिततनुं गोगोपसङ्घावृतं गोविन्दं कलवेणुवादनपरं दिव्यांगभूषं भजे। भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्री नारायणाय नमः। परिधापयामि माल्यादिनि सुगन्धिनि मालत्यादिनि वै प्रभो मयारितानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां भगवते श्री आदि समस्त देवताभ्यो नमः। राधा कृष्ण देव पूजन। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। भगवते श्री राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। गंधक्षतपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि भगवते श्रियै नमः। श्री राधाय नमः। श्री कृष्णाय नमः। देवी माँ नमो देव्ये महादेव्यै शिवाय सततं नमः। नमो प्रकृतिभद्राय नियतां ऋणतां स्वदां। हनुमान जी 1 fruit or 1 flower offer and ओम वंदे देवोमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारिणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं वंदे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदां वंदे शिवं शङ्करं। भगवते श्रीशाम्ब सदाशिवाय नमः। पवनसुत हनुमानाय नमो नमः। गंगणपतये नमः। राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमः। अन्नपूर्णाय नमः। समस्त देवताभ्यो नमः। गंधक्षत पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। गंध अक्षत पुष्प एवरीबॉडी यस गंधक्षत पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। श्री राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। श्री राधा कृष्ण चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात सभूमि घुंसर्वतिस्मृत्वा तिष्ठदशाङ्गुलां पुरुष एवेद घुंसर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं उतामृततस्वेशानो यदन्येनातिरोहति। नमोऽस्तु नन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाशिशिरौरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः। बोलिए श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। ओके गो आउटसाइड पुट सम हवन नो बिग हवन लेटर। come here. East. Purab. Purab. Here. Here. Yes. Here come.
Auntie, if you can please share with her if she runs out.
Okay, Shiraji. Deepak Prajalit. Yeah, Lakshmi. Sri Sukta Havan. Yes. Om Agnindutam Purodade Dravyabaham Deva Sadayadeha. Om Bhurvavaha So Deuri Bhavamna Prithibham Marimna Ptashaste Prithibide Vajani Prishtagnimanna Damannaya Dadhe. Om Udbuddha Swagana Pratajagri Tamishta Prate Sagung Srijetaman Chasum Sadaste Adutarasmin Visadeva Jajamana Siddhatta. Om Chatvari Sringa Trayo Sapada Dvesir Saptastaso Asatrida Batori Khabo Rora Vitimoho Devo Martya Vibe Saha Gandakshata Pushpani Samarpayami Agnaye Namaha. Bhagavate Sri Agni Narayanaya Namo Namaha. Swaha idam prajapataye namama. Om Agnaye Swaha Agnaye namama. Om Somaya Swaha idam Somaya namama. Om Bhu Swaha idam Agnaye namama. Om Bhuva Swaha idam Vayave namama. Om So Swaha idam Surjaya namaha. Om Tanno Agni Varunasa Vidvande Basahedo Abhayas Sista Visto Banhitama Sochusano Viswadeva Dvesa Gungsi Pramudyasma Swaha. Om Sattanno Agni Bhavo Bhavo Dine Disto Asau Gajo Bhusto Abhaya Channo Varunam Radato Bihimrita Gagun Swadi Swaha. Om Ayasagne Sana Bhisasti Basa Satimitumayasi Ayano Yagyam Bahasayano Dehi Bekajagong Swaha. Idam Agne Senamama. Om Jete Satam Varunam Yesasram Yagya Pasa Vitata Mahanta Ter Bhinno Adya Sabito Vishnu Vishya Munchantu Marta Swarka Swaha. Idam Varunaya Sabitra Vishnu Vishya Devi Bhimar Dvasarka Vishyanamama. Om Udutamam Varuna Pasamas Mada Badamam Bimadhyagum Srathayo Athabhayamaditya Pratitabanaga Swaditaya Syamas Swaha. Idam Varunaya Namama. Harihi Om Om Gananantva Ganapati Gung Havamahe Priyanantva Priyapati Gung Havamahe Nidinantva Nidipati Gung Havamahe Baso Mama Hamajani Garbadham Atamajasi Garbadham Om Ganganapataye Swaha. Om Ambe Ambikam Balike Namanati Kasana Sasatasaka Subhadrikam Kampi Lavasini Om Gaurei Swaha. Om Idam Vishnu Vichakramitreda Nida Depadamma Samudamasa Pagam Surya Om Vishnave Swaha. Om Brahma Jajnanam Prathamam Prasada Dvisamataha Surucho Benava Sabudnyapama Savishtaha Satasya Nimasatastu Viva Om Brahmade Swaha. Om Namah Sambhavaya Samayo Bhavaya Namah Sankaraya Namaskaraaya Namah Sivaya Sivatraya Bhagavate Sri Samba Sada Sivaya Swaha. Om Krishna Narsa Vartamanu Nivesayana Vartamartan Jairanyana Sabita Rathana Deva Jatra Bhuvana Nipasanna Om Suryaya Swaha. Om Chandramasya Swaha. Om Bhaumaya Swaha. Om Budhaya Swaha. Om Brihaspataya Swaha. Om Sukraya Swaha. Om Sanistaraya Swaha. Om Rahave Swaha. Om Ketave Swaha. Om Sarve Grahaya Swaha. Niyatamrita Swadama Bhagavate Sri Durga Devyai Swaha. Okay. Puri Suktena Havan. Harihi Om Om Sahasra Shirikha Purukha Sahasraksha Sahasrapata Sabhomikung Sarvada Spritata Tishtata Sangulam Om Sri Krishnaya Swaha. Om Purukhaye Veda Gung Sarvam Jat Bhutam Jat Chavabhyam Mautamritatasya Sano Jadannena Tirohati Om Sri Krishnaya Swaha. Om Etavanasya Mahimato Jayang Sapurukha Pado Sabhiswabhutani Tripada Samritan Devi Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tripadurda Udayat Purukha Pado Seha Bhavat Punah Tato Vikhvam Vikramasa Sanana Sanebhi Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tato Viraj Jayata Virajvati Purukha Sajato Terichatapasad Bhumi Matho Puraha Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tasmad Hilna Sarvota Samritam Rikharajyam Abhasanstasakrevaya Bhyanaranya Gramya Saja Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tasmad Hilna Sarvota Richaha Samani Jajnire Chanda Kungsi Jajnire Tasmad Tasmad Jayata Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tasmad Swajayanta Je Kecho Vayadatah Gabo Hajajnire Tasmad Tasmajata Javaya Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Tam Jagyambare Ki Prokshan Purukhanjata Magrata Tena Devaya Janta Sadhya Rikhashtaja Om Sri Krishnaya. Om Jat Purukham Yadadhuka Didabhya Kalpayana Mukhangima Sasit Kimba Hukim Urupada Uchade Om Sri Krishnaya. ओम ब्राह्मणो समुखमा सिद्बाहु राजन्य कृतः ऊरुत दश जद्वै सह पद्भ्यागो शूद्रो जायत ओम श्री कृष्णाय मिनिमम 5 संविधा नमोस्तुनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाशिशिरौर्बाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः ओम चंद्रमा मनसो जातक्षजो हुसृज्वजायत श्रोत्राद्वायुष्प्राणसमुखादग्निरजायत ओम स्वाहा स्लोली ओम नाभ्यासिदन्तरिक्षगुं शिष्णुर्देवः संवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमृतिसा श्रोत्रा तथा लोकामकल्पयन् श्री ओम जत्पुरुखेण विखादेवाजनमतन्वतवसन्तोषासिदा जङ्ग्रेह्मैद्मः सरद्वपि ओम श्रीकृष्णाय ओम सप्ताशासन परिदय स्त्रीः सप्तसमिदः कृताः देवा यदग्नं तन्वाना बध्नन् पुरुखं पशुम् ओम श्रीकृष्णाय ओम यज्ञेन यज्ञमयन्त देवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यसन्नते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवा ओम श्रीकृष्णाय स्वाहा शिवाय सततं नमः नमो प्रतिभद्राय नियतां मृदां सुदां भगवत्यै श्रियै स्वाहा क्विकली ओके श्री सुक्तम हवन लक्ष्मी यस here everybody put little no hand it okay yes ready yes या श्री स्वयं सुकृतिनं भवनेषु लक्ष्मी पापात्मनां कृतदेयं हृदयेषु बुद्धि श्रद्धां सतां कुलजनां प्रभवस्य लज्जा तां दौनतास्म परिपालय देवी विश्वां भगवते श्रियै महालक्ष्म्यै स्वाहा ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजस्रजां चन्द्रामिरणमे लक्ष्मी जातवेदो महाभाव महालक्ष्म्यै स्वाहा ओम तामावह जात वेदो लक्ष्मी मनपगामिनीं यस्यामिरण्विन्देयं गामस्संपुरुषाणम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै स्वाहा एवरीबॉडी स्वाहा ओम अश्वपूर्वामृतमद्याम् अस्तिनाद प्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीं श्रीमादेवी स्ताम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम कांसस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारमार्तं ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां दर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मृणां ताम्योपभय श्रियम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम चंद्राम्रभासां ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देविष्टमुदारं तां पद्मिनीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये लक्ष्मीर्मनस्सन्तां त्वं वृणे ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम आदित्यवर्णे तपसोदि जातो वनस्पतिस्तवृक्षोदविल्लवतस्फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायन्तराय शिवाय लक्ष्मी ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम उपैतु मां देवसखा कृतिस्मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृत्युं ददातु मे ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम क्षुप्तिपासमलां ज्येष्ठां लक्ष्मीनाशनाम्यहम् अभूति समृद्धिं च सर्वां निर्गुणमे गृहात् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम गन्धद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां करेषणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामियोपवय श्रियम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम तामावजातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां मनसा कामाकृतिं वासत्यमसेमहे पशूनां रूपमन्यसमय श्रीश्रयताम्यसौ महालक्ष्म्यै ओम कर्दमेन प्रजाभूता मयि सम्भव कर्दमां श्रियंबासमे कुले मात्रं पदमानिलिम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम आपसृजन्तु निजदानि चिक्लतपस्मै गृहे नित्यदेव मात्रं श्रियंबासमे कुले ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम आर्दां पुष्करणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्मालिनीं चन्द्रामिरणमे लक्ष्मी जातवेदो महाभाव महालक्ष्म्यै ओम आर्दाय करणीयष्टिं सुवर्णां मालिनीं सूर्यामिरणमे लक्ष्मी जातवेदो महाभाव महालक्ष्म्यै ओम तामावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावदास्य सन्विन्देयं पुरुषाणाम् ओम महालक्ष्म्यै ओम यशुचि प्रयतो भूत्वा जुहुदाजमन्वहं श्रियं पंचदशर्चं च श्रीकामं सततं जपेत। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम पद्मानने पद्मवरु पद्माक्षी पद्मसंभवे तन्मे वंश पद्माक्षी अनसौख्यं लवाम्यहम्। ओम महालक्ष्मी अश्वदायि गोदायि धनदायि महाधने धनं युस्तां देवीं सर्वकामस्य देहि मे। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम पुत्र पौत्र धनं धान्यम् अस्तस्सति कबीरधाम प्रजानां भवति माता स्मन्नो करोतु माम्। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम धनमग्निर्धनं वायु धनसूर्य धनमसो धनमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिर्वरुण धनमस्विनो। महालक्ष्मी ओम वैनते समं पिबन्तु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनो। महालक्ष्मी ओम न क्रोधो न तमाश्चर्यो न लोभो न शुभामति भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां श्रीसूक्तं जपेत्। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम सरसीजनिलय सरोजास्ते धवलतरां सुखगन्धर्वमाल्य शोभे भगवती हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञ ध्रुवन भूतिकरि प्रसिद्धमह्यम्। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम विष्णुपत्नीं क्षमां देवीं माधवीं माधवं प्रियं विष्णुप्रिय सखिदेवीं नमाजुदावल। ओम महालक्ष्मी विष्णुपत्नीं क्षमां देवीं माधवीं माधवं प्रियं विष्णुप्रिय सखिदेवीं नमाजुदावल्लभम्। ओम महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम पद्मानने पद्ममिनी पद्मपत्रे पद्मप्रिय पद्मदलाय दाक्षि विश्वप्रिय विश्वमनोनुकूले तत्पाद पद्मयि सन्निधस्तम्। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम आनंदकर्दम श्रीदा चिक्लिदय विस्तृतारिष श्रीपुत्रा श्रीदेवी देवता श्री। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम श्रीवत्समायुष्यमारोग्यमा विदाशो मानं मय्यते धान्यं धनं पशुं बहु शान्तिलाभं बहु भक्तिलाभं बहु लक्ष्मीलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः। ओम महालक्ष्मी ओम ऋणरोगादिदारिद्र्यपावच्युतं मृत्तवभयशोकमनस्तापानः मम सर्वदा। ओम महालक्ष्मी स्वाहा ओम ततस्तु प्रभु साक्षात् श्रीरमा भगवत्परा रञ्जयन्ति सकान्त्यात् विद्युत्सौदामनि यथा। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी स्वाहा ओम आदिदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम प्रत्यादिदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम इष्टदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम कुलदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम ग्रामदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम स्थानदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा ओम सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो स्वाहा ओम सर्वाभ्यो देवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम प्रधान पुरुषाय देवताभ्यो स्वाहा राधा कृष्णाभ्यां स्वाहा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ओम स्वाहा स्वादायुताग्ने वैश्वनराय नमः अग्निश्वराय नमः पूर्णाहुत्यम्। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते स्वाहा ओम वसोः पवित्रमसि सहस्रधारं मदेवसुधा सविता पुनातु वसोः पवित्रेण सत्यधारेण सुप्वा कामदुःखस् स्वाहा। बोलिए श्री यज्ञस्वरूप भगवान की जय। राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। ओके बोलिए ओम श्रद्धां मेधां यशः प्रज्ञां विद्यां पुष्टिं श्रेयं बलं तेज आयुष्यम आरोग्यम देहि में हव्य भावना। बोलिए यज्ञ स्वरूप भगवान की जय। हीनम भक्तिहीनम जनार्दनम यत्पूजित मया देव परिपूर्ण तदास्तु मे आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर। बोलिए भागवत भगवान की जय।
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva Ekmat Swami Sakha Hamari Ekmat Swami Sakha Hamari Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva वंदे ग्रह के तुम अवतारी कहीं जन्मे कहीं पले मुरारी वंदे ग्रह के तुम अवतारी कहीं जन्मे कहीं पले मुरारी किसी के जाए किसी के कहाए हे अद्भुत हरि बात तिहारी गोकुल में चमके मथुरा के तारे गोकुल में चमके मथुरा के तारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा अधर में बंसी हृदय विराजे बत कई धाना में अधिराजे अधर में बंसी हृदय विराजे बत कई धाना में अधिराजे तेरा धना कर हे बतवाचा साधे भक्ता के काम साधे
बोलिए भागवत भगवान की जय। ओम स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृत्रस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु बृहदस्वा मरुतः वृष्णिमातरः शुभं यावानो विदधे भुजग्मायाः अग्निजोहा मनवः सूरजक्षसो विश्वेनो देवा अवसागमन्यः भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाह्यविद्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैतुष्टुवाघं सस्तनो वर्भ्यसे महि देवहितं जदायुः शतमिन्नु शरदो अन्तिदेवा जत्रा नश्चक्राजरसं धनो नाम पुत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मध्यरीरिखतायुग्रन्थोः अदितिद्यौरदितिरन्तरिक्षमदितिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा अदितिः पञ्चजना अदितिर्जातमदितिर्जनि त्वां द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगो शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगो शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलायतनो हरि। बोलिए व्यास जी महाराज की
Jai. Thank you, everyone. Please have a seat while Vyas Puja is being performed. We'll have a bhajan in the meanwhile. Thank you.
मीठे रस से भरियो रे राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी को पानी लागे मीठे रस से भरियो रे राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी पानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी को पानी लागे यमुना जी तो कारी कारी राधा गोरी गोरी यमुना जी तो कारी कारी राधा गोरी गोरी वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की चोरी वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की चोरी ब्रज धाम राधा जी की ब्रज धानी लागे ब्रज धानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी पानी लागे मीठे रस से भरियो रे राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी पानी लागे कान्हा नित मुरली में तेरे सुमिरो बारंबार कान्हा नित मुरली में तेरे सुमिरो बारंबार कोतिन रूप धरे मनमोहन कहु न पावे पार कोतिन रूप धरे मनमोहन कहु न पावे पार रूप रंग की छवि में पतरानी लागे पतरानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी पानी लागे मीठे रस से भरियो रे राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी पानी लागे मन करो करो यमुना जी को पानी लागे जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे मम वदन स्वीकार करो प्रभु चरण शरण हम आए तुम्हारे जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि जय नंदलाल जय गोपाल जय नंदलाल जय जय श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है मोर मुकुट सिर गन बन माला केशव तिल तिल गावे केशव तिल तिल गावे मोर मुकुट सिर गन बन माला केशव तिल तिल गावे केशव तिल तिल गावे वृंदावन के कुंज गलन में सबको नाच नचाए वृंदावन के कुंज गलन में सबको नाच नचाए हो सबको नाच नचाए श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है यमुना किनारे देनु चढ़ावे माधव मदन मुरारी माधव मदन मुरारी यमुना किनारे देनु चढ़ावे माधव मदन मुरारी माधव मदन मुरारी मधुर मुरलिया जब बजावे हरले सुध बुध सारे मधुर मुरलिया जब बजावे हरले सुध बुध सारे ओ हरले सुध बुध सारे श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंद मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है
बोलो श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय. Thank you everyone. Please let's stand for our opening Aarti. Om yani kani cha papani janmantar kritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshina pade pade.
जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् उत्तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठो गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठो कमलाकान्तं त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. You all can be seated and bow if you can. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki, Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna. It's my privilege to welcome all of you to this fourth day of Bhaagvat Katha. Our tradition continues, and it continues with a day that is amongst all of them, they're all important, but amongst all of them, this is one of the most important. If you have seen our flyer, you can know why that we're celebrating this day, what the Katha will be about from Vyasji, a little bit about it, and you might know who our special guest is this evening that we're going to be welcoming. I won't spoil all the fun, I'll let Vyasji take over and do all of that, but I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors before we hand it over to Vyasji. In person today we have Auntie Lake. Auntie Lake Dwarka Prasad sat down with Uncle. And they sat down to give thanks for the gift of a wonderful family. Auntie Lake says for her 3 daughters and for her husband, and also to be blessed to have my extended family to join with me in devotion to Bhagwan Krishna. We have Himani Rajpal, this is Sabrina, and her family have sat down, and she says, giving thanks as I advance to the next stage of my academic studies. Of course, she's going to be going to school later September, and we wish her all the best. And we hope that the puja that she's performed here, this beautiful puja this evening, will be fruitful for her. Lilmati Arthur, to all the members, their families, and friends of Bhavani Shankar Mandir for their continued devotion and dedication towards Dharma. Thank you, Auntie, for sponsoring and for sitting down with us in puja. And of course, Auntie Yashoda Shri Kushan, dedicated in honor of beloved mother Jankiya Durbal, we pray that Shri Krishna grant her Atma bliss and Moksha. She is dearly missed by all. Thank you, Auntie, for sitting down in puja with us all. Virtually, we have a few sponsors as well. We have Tulwati Mahabir. She says thanks to Pandit Hardat, his family, and the volunteers for all of their hard work. Jai Shri Krishna from Auntie Rita and family from Winnipeg. We have another sponsor from Geeta Rampratap from Florida, giving thanks and gratitude to Bhagwan Shri Krishna for his blessings. From Dharmadai Prasad, Natasha, Stephen, Padmini, Suraj Dai, and grandkids. Lord Krishna, blessings to all of you and to everyone. Thank you for your sponsorship. Gomati Sukram, in loving memory of our beloved father and husband, Raj Sukram. We pray that Bhagwan Shri Krishna grant your soul mukti. We miss you and will forever cherish you in our hearts. Thank you, Auntie Gomati. Shanta Dhanraj, Mr. and Mrs. Vijay Chand and family, giving thanks to Bhagwan Shri Krishna from Parika Guyana. Thank you so much for your virtual sponsorship. Today as well, we have bhajans sponsored by Malini Inderdeo. She's sponsoring feeding for this evening in honor and memory of Niranjan Prasad. We love you and miss you, but know you're in a better place. From his wife Leela Prasad, from Cary, North Carolina. Thank you so much, Auntie Leela. Just a couple of announcements before we hand it over. We ask that as we have read this list of sponsors, this is the only way our Bhagavad is possible. If there's any of you that have not sponsored or would like to sponsor, please do so. You can visit our website and click on, is it Bhaagvat? Bhavani Shankar Mandir /Bhaagvat. There will be a tab /Krishna. Bhavani Shankar Mandir /Krishna. There's a tab for it. If you go onto our homepage, you can find the form to fill out to be able to sponsor. We have mala sponsorships available for Janmashtami as well. If you can, please contact someone to sponsor malas for all of the murtis. We'll also be starting a new Katha class for beginner students. This is starting in the fall. Please visit our website and register or speak to Auntie Sita for more information about this. Kids, anyone? Everyone? Adults? Anyone can join. So if you're looking to start classes and you're big, it doesn't matter, you can come and join. Thank you, everyone. Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Ve Brahmanade Vasishthaya Namo Namah. We say Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. Vyasji is the form of Bhagavan Vishnu. And that is because the Bhagvat is a form of Bhagavan Vishnu. And who's narrating it has to be similar to that. Those who are speaking the Bhagavad Katha have to be like that. They have to be similar to that in order to bring the essence out of the Bhagavad. I think Guruji has done such a wonderful job for the past 3 nights. Do you think so? Yes. And so we're privileged to have a 4th night of Bhagavad Katha, and we'll be welcoming a special guest again today. Over to Vyasji. Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki jai.
Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Swasti Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Swasti Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Swasti Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Saraswati Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Vamshi Vibhushit Karan Navanir Dabhat Pitambara Darunabimba Phala Dharoshtat Purnendu Sundar Mukhar Ravindra Netrat Krishnat Padam Kimapi Tattvamaham Najane Krishnattvadiya Padapankaj Panjarante Adhyeva me Vishatu Manasa Rajhansa Prana Prayana Samaye Kafavat Pitaiha Kantaro Dhanavidhyo Smaranam Kutaste Dheyam Sada Paribhavagnamabhishtadoham Tirthaspadam Shiva Virinchimutam Sharanyam Bhrityatiham Pranatapal Bhavabdi Potam Bande Mahapurushate Charanar Vrindam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye परमात्मने प्लनतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। भजे व्रजेकमण्डलम् समस्तपापखण्डनम्। भजे व्रजेकमण्डलम् समस्तपापखण्डनम्। सुभक्तिचित्तरञ्जनं सदैव नन्दनं। नमामि कृष्णनायकं। भजे व्रजेकमण्डलं समस्तपापखण्डनम्। गजेन्द्र मोक्षकारणं स्मितामि लोकधारणम्। महेन्द्र मानदारणं नमामि कृष्णवारणं। पुष्पकुन्दलं सुचारु गन्धमण्डलं। ब्रजाङ्गनैकवल्लभं नमामि कृष्णदुर्लभं। भजे व्रजेकमण्डलं समस्तपापखण्डनम्। सुभक्तचित्तरञ्जनं सदैव नन्दनन्दनं। भजे व्रजेकमण्डलं समस्तपापखण्डनं। समस्तपापखण्डनं समस्तपापखण्डनम्। अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरम्।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
चरितं मधुरं
वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरा पाणिर्मधुरः पादो मधुरो नृत्यं मधुरं साख्यं मधुरं
मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं
सूक्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
मधुरं
बोले श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की। Everybody, 2 minutes of Hari Sankirtanam. जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण
हरि बोल
ओ जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण
हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
ओ जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण
हरि बोल
Everybody come on. जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
Raise your hands up, everybody. Clap your hands. Those at the back, पीछे वाले भी तालियां बजाओ. ओ जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय
राधा रमण
ओ जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण,
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
ओ जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, 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 जय जय
राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की। The first thing, we're going to recite our 3 shlokas of the Bhagavad that I'll teach you. I have them written down and I'll print it for everybody. By the end of the Bhagavad Katha, you have to learn these if my memory is good. But most importantly, you have to learn to read it. These are Bhagavad shlokas that are written in the Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm repeating myself, but that's what it is. So it's very powerful. Please, let's chant the first one. Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraye Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numama. Again, Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadi Hetave. I want to hear everybody. Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha. Which verse is that? That is the first verse in the Bhagavatam, and it came from the Padma Puran. Okay, want to listen? Padma Puran, beautiful verse, and it asks Krishna, we know, Bhagavan, that all forms of catastrophes come from 3 sources. From 3 sources, that from within, that from those around us, and that from natural disasters. Prabhu, O Krishna, who's the remover of all of this, please destroy them. The second prayer of the Bhagavad we're going to chant is the Bhagavad Gayatri. The Bhagavad Gayatri, I'll tell you a little story about this. I was a little boy, and there was a Pandit named Pandit Udit Narayan Sharma. Everybody know Pandit Udit Narayan Sharma, the older folks? He was a stalwart of the Bhagavatam. Y'all know it? Narayan Sharma? Auntie Lake, you know Pandit Udit Narayan Sharma? Okay. He was a stalwart of Bhagavatam. And you know what was unique about him? He never read from the books. He would sit down there and chant. Of course, we didn't know he was saying. I'm sure he was saying all the things right. I'm very positive he was saying, because we didn't have Google and thing then. So Google shlokas. Now if I tell you Satchidananda Rupaya, quickly type him in, Panaji attack truth. Right? If I tell you Navam Namo Bhagavate, whatever, Panatak truth. So Panatarayan came to a Katha, and he said, anybody here, I was wearing short pants. And it was at Cotton Tree, the temple was just opened there, long ago. So he read this Katha. And he said, anybody here know the Bhagavad Gayatri? And of course, I'm sure most of you don't know the Bhagavad Gayatri. I'm sure some of you do. So I was little, and I put up my hand. I was wearing a short pants and a tight shirt, like I was a bit more. When I was younger, I was yeah. So imagine I wear short pants, right? So I put up my hand. I said, I know Panditji. So he looked at me and he said, okay, anybody know it? So that meant that I wear short pants. You're little boy, you don't know nothing. So forget about you. He didn't even acknowledge me. I said, you know what I did? I stood up. I stood up like this. He said, what do you want? I said, no, the Bhagavad Gayatri. He said, okay, chant it. And then I chanted, Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Vasudevaya Dhimmahi Prabhyumnaya Aniruddhaya Nama Sankarshanaya Cha. I can't remember how young I was. So anyway, he gave me a little clap and thing. I didn't think he liked it because he didn't know that I know it. Now, how did that happen? When he went to another Bhagavad Katha, I was there, and he asked the same question. Namo Bhagavat, and there was an adhyapak in Kanji who was teaching at Kanji. His name was Jodhana. Adhyapak Jo. Anybody here from Kanji? Anyways. Sita, you know Uncle Jodhana? You don't look too sure. She a Kanji people. Anyways, I went to the first yajna. I said, Uncle Joe, this Pandit said about something about Bhagavad Gayatri. I know Shiv Gayatri, Gayatri Manchba. So he learned me this thing. So when I went back and Pandit Udit Narayan, asked who know it, I stood up. That's how I knew it. So then he asked, who is your parent? And my mother was there. And my mother says, it's okay, Udit Narayan, he don't say it. It's okay, he don't say it. Because when you're little, nobody listens to you. They all think you're a nobody. But all of you now are grown up. So please repeat after me. This is the Bhagavad Gayatri. It's very beautiful. Narad Muni used this to pray to Bhagwan. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnyaya Aniruddhaya Namaha Shankarshanaya cha. Again, Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Vasudevaya Dhimahi Aniruddhaya Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Nama Sankarshanaya cha. And the third prayer you're going to learn is the prayer of Mother Uttara when she prayed to Bhagwan. Who did she pray to? When Mother Uttara prayed to who? Why did Mother Uttara pray to Sri Krishna? To protect her baby. Who was in her womb? Raja Parikshit. And who's Raja Parikshit? Yeah, the guy with the horse. Figure out that. The guy with the horse. So Mother Uttara, as the weapon was coming to hit her stomach, she says, O Krishna, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Devadev Jagatpate Nanyam Twadbhayam Pashye Yatra Mitru Parasparam. एक बार और पाहि पाहि महायोगिन देवदेव जगतपते नान्यम त्वद्भयम पश्ये यत्र मृत्यु परस्परम. The three prayers you're going to learn, I'm going to test you next year when you come back, if you remember everything, because I'll give you in writing. Bole Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari O He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. O He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. O Bolo Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Tat sadhu manye suvaryam dehinam sada samudriggah dhayamas satgrahat hitvatmapatam grahamandakupam vanam gato yadhi parimakshayeta. Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo. Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo. O Radha Raman Hari Govind bolo. Radha Raman Hari Govind bolo. O Radha Raman Hari Govind bolo. Radha Raman Hari Govind bolo. O Radha Raman Hari Govind bolo. Tat sadhu manye suswarna dehinam Last night I spoke to you. I discussed the greatness of Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj was deprived from sitting on the lap of his father. And his mother says, go, you go away from here. And his stepmother drove him away, but he found the confidence. He won the confidence of Bhagwan. We talked about that in detail. What was the tool he used? Okay, I just stopped there. I got to ask the people. What was the tool he used to win the confidence of Bhagwan? Okay, forget about tool. What did he say? Huh? I hear one body talking. And how many people are here? What did he say to bring Narayan Bhagwan to him? His guru gave him a mantra. What was the mantra? Okay, I can talk back the whole story tonight because it seems like I forget. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And who gave him the mantra? Narad Muni. And did Narad Muni just give him the answer like that? No, Narad Muni says, go home. The one you're trying to seek cannot be even found by the saints and sages who are aspiring to see the Lord in the Himalayas. But Dhruv Maharaj says, no, I have to listen to my mom. I want to win the confidence of Narayan. All of you, please always listen to your mom and your daddy. That was last night's Katha. This evening, another young boy, his name was Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, he came. Before Prahlad Maharaj came though, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was in the womb of his mother, who's Prahlad Maharaj? Mother now. The name of his mother is Kayadu. Kayadu, and his father is Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu. So when Prahlad was in the womb of his mother, his father Hiranyakashipu, who had won so many virtues, what was the boon he received? He received the boon from Lord Narayan that he cannot be killed in the night nor in the day, inside a building or outside, nor on the earth nor in the skies, not by a god, not by a man, not by an animal. So who is going to kill him? So he was very powerful. He took advantage of the world. His wife Kayadu was pregnant with a boy. And Narad Muni, you see, the guru has a vision that not even the parents will have. The guru went to Kayadu when she was pregnant. And Naraji says, Kayadu, come with me. Let them fight, let them talk. But you come with me and I will instruct you, your unborn child, about the ways of Narayana. He took Kayadu, the pregnant woman, and what happened? He taught her the Srimad Bhagavatam Nigamakalpataror Galitam Shukamukadamata Sanyutam Pipata Bhagavata Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuibhavaka. She drank the essence, the nectar of the Bhagavatam with the child inside of her. We have to be so very, very thankful to our young children today. All my godchildren, my goddaughters, now that some of them are pregnant and so on, they are doing Garbhadan Sanskar, Simantoya Sanskar, Chudakan Sanskar. I have to get them to give the babies Hindu names, that's all. But the thing that we have to be proud of them for is that they are embracing this Dharma. Because sanskars are to guide you, are to shape you. Right? Whatever sanskars we do are to shape you. Mostly in people's life, they do one sanskar. That is Vivah Sanskar, married, and when you're dead because you have no choice, you do Antim Sanskar. But there are so many sanskars that we have to do. Tomorrow you will hear about the sanskars that was done for Bhagwan Krishna. Naraji taught her the Srimad Bhagvat Mahapuran, and the child, Prahlad, inside learned the ways of Narayana. When the child was born in the home of a demon, in the lineage of demons, is another thing. You have to look at the lineage you were born under. Only last night, me and my nephew, I keep encouraging him, Tamesh, to always keep in mind that he has come from a lineage of stalwarts. Because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, my son wouldn't be doing, our children, he would be doing what we're doing, and all of us wouldn't be doing what we're doing if it weren't for the blood and the lineage we've come from. You've got to look at it and take a good look at it. What were they? Who were they? And don't rule yourself out. Count yourself in. Prahlad Maharaj, he's come from a lineage of demons, but does that mean that he has to continue to be a demon? No. His father created schools and so on and started to teach everybody how he's God. One day he brought Prahlad and put Prahlad on his lap. And he says, Prahlad, beta, tell me, what have you learned in school? What has Guru Shukracharya, the guru of the demons, taught you? He says, Bapu, Tat sadhum manya sukharya dehinam sada samudde grihidaya madgrahad hitvatmapatam grihamadhakupam vanam gato yadhi rimakshayetah. He said, Pitaji, for all embodied souls whose minds are ever disturbed with the false ideas of I and mine, with everyone who were ever destroyed and distracted with the idea of I and mine, I hold this to be, my father, that they should bow their head to the feet of Narayan, O chief of demons. And having abandoned all the path of falsehood and ego, Narayana will accept you. The father, now who's full of himself, says, what? I haven't been teaching. This is not in our syllabus. Go back to Shukracharya. Shukracharya took him and tried to teach him. But when Shukracharya, the guru, would be absent from the class, Prahlad Maharaj would be doing his own teaching. He would get all the demon boys and he would teach them his own thing. And when the guru comes back, everybody's changed. So what happens now? Nothing was working. Hiranyakashipu one day, after he instructed and instructed, what happens? He brought the child out. He said, let me test your progress. Tell me, my son, what have you learned? Let me see how hard your teacher has worked and how hard you have worked together. Prahlad Maharaj ne kaha tha ki papa, koi baat nahi hai. Koi baat nahi hai. So, tell me, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. The 23rd shloka of book 7 says Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam. This is according to Bhaagvat, Naudha Bhakti. He says, Papa, I have learned the 9 forms of devotion to Narayana. There are some people who came in this world and we wonder, where did they get all that they have from? Where did they get it? You can't explain the way they do things, the way they're quickly grasp on to certain, not everything, to certain things. They have come with vasanas. They have come with teachings. They have come with Bhagwan in them because their parents have invested time in their life. And if father says, what? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasayana. He says, yes, Papa, there are 9 ways to get to God. The first way is to hear the name of the Lord. Shravanam. The second is to praise the Lord, Vishnu, to chant Him, to remember Him, to wait upon Him, to become His friend, to offer one's own body to Him. Prabhu, my Lord, these are the ways in which one can reach Mahavishnu. We are all looking for ways every day. There is no one way, my friends. Ram Bhagwan tells us as well, Navdha bhakti kaha tohi pahi savdham sun dharma barai pratam bhagati santan kar sanga dusari rati mam katha prasanga Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Oh Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. When Bhagwan Ram met Shabari in the Ramayana, he also instructed Shabari. It was a little different, but he says 9 ways in which we could reach God. We have no excuses. We have no shortage of ways to meet our Father. Shravanam, can't explain all of them because it's a lot. Shravanam means to hear the names of the Lord. All of you, it's a long weekend. You have a thirst to hear Bhagwan's name. You're not here because magically, no. Bhagyodayena bahujanma samarjitena satsangame valavate purusham yadhai agyana hetu kritamo hamahandakari. Agyan. We're here because many births of good punyas have supported you. Many good births of karmas have supported you to be here. That's why you're here this evening. To hear the name of the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam. Kirtanam means Kirtan. You know, people say Kirtan. Kirtan means continuous repetition of the Lord's name. You can pray to God by continuously repeating His name. Don't worry about lots and lots of big chantings that you can't manage. Take the name of Bhagwan in a very simple way. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Smaranam Padasevanam, to remember Him. You can just remember Him. Remember Him. Not too long ago in the temple on Tuesdays, we finished Naudha Bhakti and we identified 9 devotees who displayed Naudha Bhakti to Bhagwanji. Naudha Bhakti. Padasevanam, you can serve His feet, wash His feet every day. Remember Mirabai, who used to wash the feet of the Lord Krishna? We can be like him. Hiranyakashipu says, boy, who taught you all of this? No one taught me, my father. No one taught me this. And then what Hiranyakashipu did, I think all of us know this story very well, that Hiranyakashipu, it is amazing. It is amazing that for the struggle of power, what a person can do to their own people. Just to remain powerful in a very nasty way. He's now going to hurt or attempt to hurt his child. Serpents they brought to sting him. They put fire on him, fire water on him, all kinds of things, threw him down mountains. Soldiers pierced him with spears, but no one can hurt the devotee of the Lord. Krishna Bhagwan tells us this in the Gita, I will always protect you. I will always protect you. As long as you're devoted to the Lord will always protect you. No one was able to touch him. He brought his sister Holika, put Prahlad Maharaj in the fire. They lit the pyre. Next morning, you know what happened? Holika was burnt. But Prahlad Maharaj was celebrating victory by playing with the bhasma of Holika. Hiranyakashipu now takes his son and says, who is it in the palace? Who is it that is giving you this power? He says, Narayan. Where is he? He's here, there, and everywhere. Jaha yaad karo Bhagwan vahi. Jaha yaad karo Bhagwan. महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों. You guys can chorus. जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही. ओ महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं. जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही. ओ जहाँ याद करो भगवान, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही. Wherever you remember him, he will come. Wherever you think of him, he will come. Wherever you charge him to be, he will come. The Lord is here. How many pujas are done here in this temple? Abhishekam is done 60, 58, 60. We're going on to how many days now we are here in this temple? Don't you think that the Lord will be here? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Parto Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. The Lord says, wherever there is Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, wherever there is Krishna, Yatra Parto Dhanurdhara, and wherever there is Arjuna, there will certainly be victory. Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir. Gita tells us The place though that we carry the Lord, chapter 10, is the heart, inside the heart of every one of you. So how can he not be everywhere? How can he not be everywhere? The Gita tells us that the Lord is present in every atom, right? Present in the smallest particles. Hiranyakashipu said, you mean he's here today? Prahlad Maharaj said, yes, Papa, Lord is right here, he's watching you. He says, okay, well, let him come save you. And the man, Hiranyakashipu, is now going to hurt his own child. For what? For what? Power. For power, because somebody cannot, agree with him. So what you're going to do? You're going to hurt them. And there, as he was going to lift his hand to hurt the devotee of Bhagwan Vishnu, Prahlad Maharaj, who was carrying Narayan in his heart, there came out from the stamba, Satyam vidhatum vrijaya bhritya bhashitam, vyaptim cha bhuteshu khuleshu chatmata, adrishyatatya bhutarupa madriham, sthambe sabhanam nabrigam namanusham, sthambe sabhanam namrigam namayusham, sthambe sabhayam namrigam namanusham. Bole Narsimha Bhagavan ki. As the Lord Narsimha manifested himself, namrigam namanusham, he was not an animal, he was not a human being. So who was he? Hiranyakashipu looked at him, and Hiranyakashipu says, he's not a beast, he's not a being. And before that, Hiranyakashipu was busy with his eyes fixed on the Lord, and he was gazing at what a fierce form this Lord has taken. Remember, the Lord cannot come as a human being. He can only come disguised in the form of Hiranyakashipu. Not an animal, not a human being. And there, the Lord took him on his lap and, of course, devoured him. Bole Narsimha Bhagavan ki Jai. Govind mero hai, Gopal mero hai, Govind mero hai, Gopal mero hai, Govind mero hai, Gopal mero hai,
Govind mero hai, Gopal mero hai.
मेरे बांके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है, 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 गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है, गोविंद
मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है।
हो मेरे राधा के प्यारे नंदलाल मेरो है, मेरे राधा के प्यारे नंदलाल मेरो है, नंदलाल मेरो है, नंदलाल मेरो है। Maharaj Parikshit sits and he listens to this Katha from Shukadev Mahamuni. It is the 4th day. He has 3 more days to live. He's on this journey, this all-inclusive journey that we are all are on. Maharaj Parikshit says, Shukadev Mahamuni, you're narrating to me the greatness of the bhaktas of Srimad Bhagavatam, the greatness of the devotees. Book 7 and Book 8 talks about the greatness of the bhaktas of the devotee. Bhakta kaun hai? Bhakt aap hai. Who is a bhakta? A bhakta is one who has Bhagwan in them. A bhakta is one who expresses that Bhagwan with bhav, with emotions. That's a bhakta. You must have Bhagwan and you must express that Bhagwan with bhav. Tell me, he says, Raja Parikshit, Tell me, O Shukdev Mahamuni, about another great devotee of the Srimad Bhagvat Mahapuran who has displayed such devotion to Bhagwan Narayana. Then Raja Parikshit listens now. Tatrekata tadgirikananakshayaha karenu bhirvaranayuta paksharan rakhant kana kicha kavadenu ve pravad vishala gulmam prabhuranjanasyati. There was once an elephant, this is in book 8, an elephant by the name of Gajendra. Gajendra, very powerful. And once the setting was that in a particular mountainous areas, right below there was a beautiful lake, and beside there was a beautiful garden. He took his family, the elephant, one day. And if you've seen movies or seen elephants, how they behave, they always like to cool down by the lake. That is where, unfortunately, in India, where they set all the traps by the lake. They dig deep holes, and on the top they put layers of leaves so that the elephants can think that, you know, this is ordinary. And what happened one day, Gajendra and his family, they were walking towards the lake to go take a splash. And as he went, he took his trunk and he dipped water and he threw it on himself. He felt nice. He took that water and he threw it on his other family, the young ones especially. They all felt nice. His might was described here by Shukdev Mahamuni as when he walked, the entire forest trembled. That's how powerful he was. But you never know, as you are living your life quietly with your family, just enjoying a nice cool day, splashing water on yourself, sharing that feeling with your family, who is there out to get you? Who is there out to get you? You've done nothing. You're just enjoying your life, or at least we think that we have done nothing. What happened now? As he placed his foot in the water to go a little further, to take a dip, there came this crocodile. And the jaws of the crocodile, you've probably heard of that. I don't know if you've ever seen it. We've seen a lot of that in our area where we live back home. The jaws of the crocodile came up and grabbed on to the feet of Gajendra. He grabbed on to the feet of Gajendra. Gajendra says, what? This little crocodile? He, of course, being a strong, powerful elephant, he tried to take his foot and let it go from the jaws of the crocodile. But he would not go. He held on and he held on, and everybody came. Tantratta kitchin nipadeva chodine graho baliyascharano rushagrahita yadachevam vyasanam gato gajo yatha balam soti balo vichakrame. We must chant these beautiful verses of the Srimad Bhagavatam to allow the Lord to be here and let us feast with Him. These wonderful words that Vyasji has left. When he tried every ways to let go, pull his foot out, well, what happened? His family members came as well and they helped, but none of them could have assisted. None of them could have let the crocodile jaws, be released from his foot. Gajendra, he starts to get weak. His family members left him. He had no friends anymore, right? He has no friends anymore. Adi Shankaracharya tells us very well, I quoted the verse last night, I think, for you. When our pockets are filled, when our fame is high, when character is good, when life is good, we will have many friends. I'm not saying this. This is what Adi Shankaracharya is saying. We'll have many friends when things are going well. As long as people can benefit from our presence and our association, we will have a lot of friends. But the minute we start to lose every one of them, then you know how many friends you really have. Then you know how many friends and close friends and family you really have. If they have stuck on to you and helped you in the lowest moments of your life, they are your friends and family. They are your friends and family. We cannot run away from our responsibilities, my friends. We all have responsibilities to community, we have responsibilities to family, we have responsibilities to each other, we have responsibilities to each self. What kind of friend are we going to be if we just depart when something bad happens in your life? Leave you to struggle alone. Gajendra lost all his friends, and then when he could not anymore, he became so weak. Gajendra, in that moment, the Lord watches his devotees. He's watching all of you. He's watching me. He's watching everybody. And when Gajendra was about to fall, Gajendra remembered from a previous birth what a devoted person he was. Gajendra remembered in his previous birth what a sage he was. And for that moment, he picked up a prayer and he prayed to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yat Etachitatyakam Purushaya Divijaya Pareshaya Jidhimahi Yasmin Nidam Yattachate Yenatam Ye Idam Swayam Yosman Parasmach Parastam Prapadhe Swayodbhuvam. हे गोविंद राखो शरण अब तो जीवन हारे. 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 अरे नीर पीवन है तू गयो सिंधु के किनारे. नीर पीवन है तु गयो सिंधु के किनारे. सिंधु बसत बीच ग्रह, सिंधु बसत बीच ग्रह, चरण धरे पछारे. हे गोविंद राखो शरण अब तो जीवन हारे. हे गोविंद राखो शरण अब तो जीवन हारे. हे गोविंद राखो शरण. हे गोविंद राखो शरण अब तो जीवन हारे. O Krishna, O Govinda, I have used my strength in life to protect all those around me. Today I cannot protect myself, my Lord. In my previous janma I have done so much good to you. You have given me now the ability to be a jati smaran, to remember what I have done. Prabhu, I ask you, if I deserve your presence, नीर पीवन हेतु गयो सिंधु के किनारे. I just came here today to innocently take a bath with my family. And now this crocodile has held on to my foot. What am I going to do, Prabhu? In life, we are going to be held on. There's a lot of crocodiles who's going to hold on to our feet. I like to bring things very, very simple to our people. You don't have to think too much. There's a lot of crocodiles who are going to hold on to your feet. If you are a devotee of God, be thankful for that. Be thankful that they're holding on to your feet. There was once a devotee. Her name was Draupadi. Draupadi was the wife of the Pandavas. Draupadi was the wife of the Pandavas. My favorite epic on this planet I've ever read is called the Mahabharata. Mahabharata is the most, it's a very dark book, very, very dark book, but it is the most enjoyable thing I've ever experienced. In the Mahabharata, you all know the story. Draupadi has had 5 husbands. Let's not chastise her by telling her that she has 5 husbands. It is very, very deeper than that. One day, they did something. The eldest of all of them, his name was Yudhishthir. He gambled. And when he gambled, he lost everything. When he lost everything that he had his 5 brothers. Shakuni, the evil uncle, says, wait a minute. You can start gambling your brothers as well. I have never gambled in my life other than playing lotto. If you think that's gambling, then maybe I have. It means all of us are gamblers. I have never ever gambled in my life because I grew up in a home where if cards were sitting around in our home, you get licks for that. You couldn't see cards. You couldn't see those things. You couldn't even think. I have never ever gambled in my life. Now they have gambling. The government has brought gambling online. Your children could be gambling in their room and you wouldn't know anything. And we are voting for people like that to be ruling our lives in this country. We are helpless people. We are helpless people, right? Anyways, the gambling is something. I have watched people. Back home in front of the cinemas, they used to have something called a chick board. Y'all don't know about that stuff. You know about chick board? You know about that. They used to have that in front of the cinema. I'm just testing, I'm just asking who know. Anybody here know what chick board? They have numbers. Sorry, you know what? I hope you never played it, but sorry, not answer. It's okay. All right. They put dice and thing inside and they put a bowl over and they shake it, whatever number come out. I don't know what happens there. People put money and then people collect money. And then you watch people. And you watch people, they put the money and they lose it. And they're walking away. And as they're walking away, they turn back. Like, what do you want? I want to win back my 20. They take out another 20 to win back the 20. They only to lose it. And then only to lose more, trying to win more. Only to lose more, trying to win more. Only to lose. And we have seen and heard of people even who have won the lottery in this country, they have lost everything. Pandit Vijayji, Padhare, Swagatam. They have lost all of it back because of gambling. Draupadi's husband gambled all the brothers out. And Shakuni says, wait a minute, all the brothers have been gambled. Your wife is yet to be gambled. She is free. Yudhishthira has lost himself as well. He gambled himself out. So if he has lost himself out already, he has no claim over Draupadi. Dushasan went into the room where she was sitting, and it was that time of the month for her. And they dragged her by her hair, brought her down from the stairs. In the court room, Bhishma Pitama was there, Karna was there, Dronacharya was there, Kripa, all the saints were there. But none of them stood up for Draupadi. Not even the husbands could stand up for her. Why? Because all of them were in the pockets. When you're in the pocket of some money, when you were bought and paid for, you can't say anything. When you're bought and paid for, you can't say anything. You have to stand up and you have to observe even when crimes are committed. You have to stand up and observe because you're bought and paid for. I hope none of you are bought and paid for, people. I hope you're never bought and paid for. You understand? Because you owe your life to people. You owe your life. Owe your life to Bhagwan. That's all you need. And when they did that to Draupadi, Duryodhana says, Dushasan, this is the woman they're all proud of. Rip her sari away from the body. There was no Krishna there. Krishna was far away. And when this happened, Draupadi held her hands up in the air. Tum kaha chupe Bhagwan karo mat deri dukh haro dwar ka nath sharan mein teri dukh haro dwar ka nath sharan mein teri dukh haro dwar ka nath sharan mein teri dukh haro dwar ka nath sharan mein teri. यही सुना है दीन बंधु तुम सबका दुख हर लेते जो निराश है उनकी झोली आशा से भर देते अगर सुदामा होता मैं तो दौर द्वार का आता, पाव आंसुओं से धोकर मैं मन की आग बुझाता। तुम बनो नहीं अनजान, सुनो भगवान करो मत देरी, दुख हरो द्वारका नाथ शरण मैं तेरी, दुख हरो द्वारका नाथ शरण मैं तेरी, ओ दुख हरो द्वारका नाथ शरण मैं तेरी, दुख हरो द्वारका नाथ शरण प्रभु तेरी। Draupadi lifted her hands and says, Prabhu Krishna, my friend, my two-handed husbands are unable to save my dignity and my pride. I call on my four-handed Lord, my four-handed friends to come and give me a hand. Give me a hand and save my dignity. Just like Gajendra here. You know what happened? The Lord remembered the small token that Draupadi had given. When the Lord once had cut his finger, Draupadi tore her sari like this and wrapped the finger of the Lord. Wrapped the finger so that he will not lose his blood. And the Lord looked at Draupadi and says, one day you'll be rewarded for this, Draupadi. One day you'll be rewarded for this. Do you think all of you who have been buying saris for the Devi, who have been buying dhotis for the Lord, who contribute to flowers to dress the Lord, you think Bhagwan is just sitting up and shaking his foot and watching you like that? All the love you have poured to the Lord, all the dakshina you have given, you think the Lord would not and has not returned that back in abundance to you? We are a small, we have come from nothing and have built a community of wonderful, educated Hindus. You think that happened by magic? No. That happened because we have given to Bhagwan, we have given to people, and the Lord has been returning to everyone. That little piece of cloth that was tied to Krishna, Krishna Bhagwan flourished to Draupadi, and so the sari was coming down from the heavens, and Dushasan was unraveling the sari from her body. The saris were coming down from the heavens, and mountains of sari, mountains of it, he ripped off, but could not have taken the dignity and the chastity. You see, my friends, when you're a bhakta of God, people may perceive you, they may see you to be in a way, but you will never be discredited when you hold on to his feet. You will never be discredited when you hold on to it. This is the power of a devotee. This is the power of a bhakta. This is the power of you. Don't worry about these tragedies, gossips. Those things are not even existing in the world of God. Gossips and things are for lower level people. When you are living serving Bhagwan alone. Only 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure after a long time to drive my sister to my home from the temple. And you know what I said to her? I said, Nandi, I did not have this planned in my life, right? It was Vrinda's birthday. Vrinda didn't come, so I drove her to see Vrinda. I said, I didn't have this planned in my life. I wanted to stay for 5 years, help do things, and then, you know, hop, skip, and drop all over the city and thing, read Katha, visit my family in Guyana. Now I don't even spend time with her. She gets a phone call a week, it's a lot, right? This was not my plan. I said to her, I did not have this plan, but now I can't move. I'm anchored here. I can't go to a viewing. I can't go to a wake. I'm anchored here. For 60-something days now, I'm anchored here. I can't do anything. And she said, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And when I look at it, he has me tied down to his feet. You know who he is, right? When I talk about him. He has me tied down to his feet. Tied down to his feet to the point I have suffocated. And I talked to him about it. That's his business. His desire is to hold you close to him as possible. And now when I look at it, I don't look at it as a depriving or a deprivation of something. I look at it personally as a blessing. I don't get into trouble. I don't trouble people. I'm here. And I serve the Lord. Whoever come, they serve, they go home. We are all happy. That's it. We're all happy. I'm very, very happy doing what I do. And you are extremely happy as well doing what you do. Because we are all the Lord's devotees. Remember this tonight. Tonight is the Lord's devotees night. You have to love God. Love God first. And our family first. Love God first. Love God. Whatever you choose to love after is your business. But love God first. And then, my friends, we have seen in our scriptures how the demons were defeated by the devotees of God, not even by God. Back to Gajendra. When Gajendra chant the Lord's name in the Srimad Bhagvat Mahapuran, Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yat Etat Chitatmakam Purushaya Divijaya Pareshaya Bhishmahi. O Lord Narayana, who I have known for many ages, I mentally salute you, my Lord, the all-powerful Lord. And he prayed. Gajendra Moksha is a very beautiful Katha. When Narayan was in the heavens and he heard the prayers of his disciple Gajendra, he hopped onto the back of Garud and he flew. And you know what happened? You know the story? His chakra Sudarshan came out. It is written that the Lord went and lifted Gajendra out of the water. He doesn't allow you to suffocate. He lifted Gajendra out of the water. And then he takes his Sudarshan chakra and he cut off the head, separated the head from the body of the alligator or the crocodile. Gajendra was freed. But here is his story. He cut out the head of the crocodile from the body. Bhagwan went up to heaven. When Bhagwan went up to heaven, he saw the crocodile in the heaven. What is this? But he didn't see Gajendra. Gajendra was living on the earth. He called his attendants. By the way, that crocodile, his name was Hoo-Hoo. Who? Hoo-Hoo. Who was the crocodile? Hoo-Hoo. He asked his attendants, who is this? They said, Prabhu, who is this? That's Hoo-Hoo. They said, no, who is that? They said, that's Hoo-Hoo. He said, wait a minute, I just killed this guy. What is he doing here? They said, Prabhu, what do you mean he's doing here? He's in the heavens. You have rules. Well, Vyasji tells us, you know why he was in the heavens? Because he held on to the feet of the devotee of God. He held on to the feet of the devotee of God. When we see our saints or our sadhus or pandits who practice sadhanas in their life, you think we are touching their feet because, we need a back pain to go away? Or you need to do yoga? You touch their feet because they don't go to Karibana, they don't go to bars, they don't go sport. They walk the path of Bhagwan. They sit in front of Bhagwan, they speak Bhagwan, they sing Bhagwan. All they do is Bhagwan. When you hold on to the feet of the Bhakta, that Bhakta is going to take you. There's a beautiful book called Bhaktamal. Bhaktamal, it used to be only in Sanskrit and Hindi. It is now available in English as well. All of you must look up Bhaktamal on the internet and you must get an English copy. If you can read Hindi, please read it. Bhaktamal is a book that talks about the devotee of the Lord. Not the Lord, the devotees of the Lord. All of them are in there. Beautiful book you should get called Bhaktamal. No? And they said, Prabhu, because Hoo-Hoo, you know why he became an alligator? In his previous birth, he was a sage, but he behaved like an animal. He was very lustful. He disregarded the path of dharma and he lived a very animalistic life. Bhagwan said, you like to bite? I'm going to make you bite. Become a crocodile. That's all they do. That's why he became a crocodile. And now he held on to the feet of Prabhu and he's in the heavens. Bole Siya Pati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Mere Banke Bihari सावरिया, मेरे कुंज बिहारी सावरिया, तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है, नहीं है तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है। मेरे बांके बिहारी सावरिया, मेरे बांके बिहारी सावरिया, तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है, नहीं है तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है। मेरे कुंज बिहारी सावरिया, मेरे कुंज बिहारी सावरिया, तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है, नहीं है तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है। Raise your hands everybody. आँख वालों ने तुमको है देखा, आँख वालों ने तुमको है देखा, कान वालों ने तुमको सुना है, कान वालों ने तुमको सुना है, तेरा दर्शन उसी को हुआ है, तेरा दर्शन उसी को हुआ है। मेरी आँखों की पर्दा नहीं है, नहीं है जिसकी आँखों पे पर्दा नहीं है। ओ मेरे बांके बिहारी सावरिया, मेरे बांके बिहारी सावरिया, तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है, नहीं है तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं है, नहीं है तेरा जलवा कहाँ पर नहीं। The last Katha of the 8th book before we go into our main event tonight is the Katha of Raja Bali. Raja Bali is no secret. Raja Bali had gotten so much powers, he acquired the land of the heaven, of the earth and below. And the Lord, when you acquire anything without good means, the Lord will take it back from you. Just remember, what comes quickly goes quickly. He's just stole the land of people. I hope people are not stealing land and so these days from each other, or you're not stealing anything, as a matter of fact. This used to be a very, very old problem. The essence of Raja Bali Katha is that work hard, acquire, but do so by honest means. Don't cheat people, don't deceive people, do so by honest means. Whatever you want, land, assets, do so and do so honestly. When he stole the land of the people, Bhagwan took the form of Vaman, and the dwarf came to his door. I read this Katha every year, so I'll just summarize it. The dwarf came to his door. When the Brahman came at the door, Tere dwar kara Bhagavan bhagat bharate re jholi. He came as a beggar. Raja Bali came out from his sacrifice, and he's a great Dani. Raja Bali says, wow, this great Brahman has come. What can I give you? His guru says, no. See the guru's role here? Guru says, no. Don't do that. This here is Mahavishnu, and he's an illusion. He has come to deceive you. Raja Bali says, well, if he's come to deceive me, at least I will be deceived by Vishnu. What do you want, Brahmana? Tasmat tvatto mahabhishat vrishneham varadarshabhat padani trini daityandro samvitani padamamah nanyate kamaye rajan vadanyajja jagadishwarat Nainam praproti ve vidwan yava darsha pratigraham Aho brahmanadhaya vachaste vridhasammata Tvam balo valishamitihi swartham pratyabudhuyataha Mam vachobhi samaradhya loka namekamiswaram Paratrayam vrinite yo buddhiman dvipadusham. The Lord in the Vaman, the dwarf avatar, says, "O great king, I need 3 feet of land." That's all you need? I can give you more? No, 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 no. I need 3 feet of land. There is something in this world called illusion. Not everything is real. Nothing is real, in fact. Not everything you see is real. And so when this dwarf, he says 3 feet, I'll give that to you. The Lord became as tall as the skies. And if he became as tall as the skies, it means his feet was immeasurable as well. Who's the Lord? Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishta Dasham Gulam. Sahasra Shirsha Purusa Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. The Lord has multitude eyes, arms, and feet. He is immeasurable. That is why he's in the color blue. Beyond our perception. When the Lord expanded himself, he placed one foot, took over heaven. He placed one foot, he took over this entire living place that we are on. He says, Raja Bali, I have my 3rd foot. Where should I put it? Raja Bali says, there is one space that is bigger than this entire earth and the heavens and hell. And that is my ego, my Lord. My ego is bigger than everything. Please place your feet here and take it away from me. Take it away from me. This is the beauty of worship. As we bow to the Lord, Padayo Padayami, Hastayo Hastayami. We bow to the feet of the Lord. We ask the Lord to allow this stubborn ego of ours to melt. Raja Bali, of course, attained emancipation from the feet of Bhagwan Narayana. Bole Narayana Bhagwan ki Jai. Book 9 is all about Ram Bhagwan. We have to get to Dasham Skanda, but book 9 is all about Bhagwan Ram and who he was. I think all of us know Ramji Katha, but we have to observe that great tradition of ours and talk a little bit about him. Baby Krishna will come in about 10 minutes and we will have his darshan as well. I'm so very happy that Pandit Vijayji has chosen to join us tonight in Srimad Bhagvat Katha. Pandit Ji, हमारे भवानी शंकर मंदिर की ओर से, on behalf of all of us, welcome to our Katha. He's a very long time friend of mine. About 20 years or so we've been friends and we've kept in contact, and he is here serving, doing seva. An extremely, extremely humble human being. I don't have any friends who are fancy. They're all very simple people. And I've never met a comedian in my life like Pandit Vijay. He has jokes for everything. You talk about anything, he has a joke for. He always makes you laugh. He always cheer you up. And he has a lovely family, Ashubhavi, and of course his lovely children. We have managed over the years to keep a beautiful relationship, and up to today, we still do that. It's such a pleasure to have him with us tonight to grace our Katha, and we'll hear from him in a few moments. Ram Bhagwan. Adav Ram Tapovanadi Gamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vaidehi Haranam Jatayumaranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Bali Nigrahanam Samudrataranam Lanka Puridahanam Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarnahananam Etattuti Ramayanam. Ram Bhagwan came into this world. Adav Ram Tapo. This is Ekashloki Ramayana in one shlok. He came born in a royalty, not in the prison, in royalty, grew up as a prince, married to Sita, wife was stolen, fought for her, brought her back, Sita was sent back, Ram became the king of Ayodhya. And so many friends he made, Jamavant, Sugriv, Hanuman, all of them served him. Why was his entire life, such a disaster? But we still pray to Ram Bhagwan. I mean, it is very sad to see the Lord being sent to the forest, his kingdom being taken away from him. But not for one day did Bhagwan Ram fall off the path of dharma. His wife was missing from him for many years. He could have settled for a local solution. But Bhagwan Ram did not do that. He stuck the Lord, ek ban, ek patni, or ek vachan. One arrow, one wife, one word. That was his motto. Bhagwan Ram was an exemplary brother. When he went into the forest, he met Vandevi. Vandevi is the forest goddess. Vandevi. And he bowed to the forest goddess. Vandevi says, Prabhu, kya darshan chahiye? What darshan can I bless you? Should I make the forest cooler for you? Should I let the earth be cooler? Should I take away all the pebbles so that you can walk comfortably on the earth? Should I make a home for you in this forest so that you can live comfortably? Ram Bhagwan says, no. Vandevi, thank you very much, forest goddess. Vandevi says, no, you have to, Prabhu, ask me of something. The Lord says, Vandevi, you see the path I walked on to come from the palace to here? It's filled with thorns and pebbles. I will not walk there back, but please clear it for me. Clear it out for me. It should be smooth, Vandevi. And wherever I'm going as well, only after I've walked, it should be smooth. Vandevi says, Prabhu, why? I can clear the whole forest for you. He says, no. Because my brother Bharat is going to come search for me. He's going to come looking for me. And when he comes, I don't want him to walk on the path that I walked. I want it to be clear. This is Ram. This is Ram Bhagwan. So much love he has in his heart for everyone around him. I told you about a story about Ravan. Mandodari one day went and says, Ravan, why you're a great magician, man? Why don't you just take Ram form and deceive Sita? Your chapot Ram head and things. Why don't you just take Ram's form and approach Sita and she will say, oh, Ram. Ravan says, Mandodari, you think I'm crazy? You think I have not done that? I have done that 10 times already. Mandodari says, what? Yes, I have taken the form of Ram 10 times already. But every time I took the form of Ram, I see Sita in a pure form. I see Sita in a pure form. I see her as the mother of this universe. And I don't want to see her like that. I don't want her to be Ram's Sita. I want her to be Ravan's Sita. This is how much purity Ram Bhagwan had in his life and love for Sita. We can go on and on, but this is the life of Bhagwan Ram. There's one little episode when he was leaving. When he was leaving Ayodhya, there was so much pain in the lives of the devotees. कैसे जिएंगे मैं रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना मेरा मन ही न माने राघव तुम्हारे बिना मेरा मन ही न माने राघव तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना मेरे पापों का कोई ठिकाना नहीं मेरे पापों का कोई ठिकाना नहीं तुम्हारी करुणा में कोई बहाना नहीं तुम्हारी करुणा में कोई बहाना नहीं हो बहाना नहीं मुझको दर्शन दे दो अवगुण तिहारे बिना मुझको दर्शन दे अवगुण तिहारे बिना मेरा मन ही न माने राघव तुम्हारे बिना मेरा मन ही न माने राघव तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना कैसे जिए हम रघुवर तुम्हारे बिना. The Lord left Ayodhya to go away. How are we going to live with you without you, Prabhu? Tumhare bina, mere man hi na mane raghav tumhare bina. When someone has entered your life and when they leave, even temporarily, and you feel pain, know that that person has added value to your life. But if somebody even leave you for a little bit to go to the mall and you're very happy, huh? If somebody leave you to go to the mall and you're very happy, know that you have work to do. One day a person meet Adi Shankaracharya and says, Adi Shankaracharya, this Grihasti life is so very difficult. This Grihasti life is so very difficult. This relationship work is so difficult. Adi Shankaracharya says, why? He says, because they have to work so hard. The message behind the philosopher he gave them was that a relationship is hard when one person is working on it. When one person is working on that relationship, it will be very difficult, very messy. But when both are working on it, both are loving each other, both are finding ways to elevate each other, both are happy for each other's success, then that relationship will be bound by God. And so this was Bhagwan Ram. Whenever he left, even for a little bit, they would cry and they would grieve for his absence. But Ram Bhagwan came and he came to take instructions. Grow up here, sit down here, go to the forest, come back, go kill, go fight. That was him. He was just listening. Your wife is not pure, send her away, send her away. He was just taking instructions from everybody because he was a leader. A leader. He placed the people in front of his family. But now, another one is going to come. And he is no people pleaser. He pleases himself. He does what is right for him and dharma. If you vex, you vex. If you please, you please. And his name is Sri Krishna. He came to show the world the power of God. He showed to come to show the world, you know who Krishna Bhagwan? You want to tell people that they played by the rules? Let's not forget, Nanda Ke Ananda Bhaiya, huh? Let's not forget that when Duryodhan was called by his mother, Duryodhan was told that if his mother Gandhari opened her eyes, because she tied her eyes for her entire life, if she opened her eyes and she looks at Duryodhan, his entire body will become hard as a rock and nobody will be able to defeat him. Krishna Bhagwan got ears of this. Krishna Bhagwan went and told Duryodhan, hey Duryodhan, kaha ja rahe ho aap? Duryodhan ne kaha tha ki mata ki ashirvad. He did not wear any clothes. Bhagwan Shri Krishna ne kaha tha, are chi, sharam nahi aati? You're going to stand naked in front of your mother so she can just bless you? He says, yes, that's how I'm going to win this war. He says, have you no shame, Duryodhan? Krishna, chal. He says, you have no shame. You can't stand naked in front of your mother. Cover yourself up. Duryodhan says, what should I do? He says, at least from your waist going down, you should cover up. So Duryodhan enters the camp of his mother and he covered from his waist going down with banana leaves. And then his mother, who is Gandhari, you know who's Gandhari? The queen of Gandhar, that is called Kandahar today. She tied her eyes for her entire life because her husband was blind. And she wanted to not exceed her husband. What a wife. I must try that, no? I'm sure Paniji Vijay had a joke for that one. The husband can't see, so the wife said, I can't see too. So she tied her eyes up. And because she tied her eyes up, that was tapasya. So when she opened her eyes, the tejas, the power came out and strengthened the body of Duryodhan. but only from the waist coming up. Duryodhana was powerful as a mountain now. The last battle of the Mahabharata, Duryodhana and Bhim are going to fight. Bhim is hitting him and he's laughing because in the battle of the mace, you cannot hit below the waist. You can't hit below the waist. So Bhim is hitting him, the Pandava is hitting him, he's laughing. Krishna Bhagavan says, Bhim, come here. Come here. What are you punishing for? Bhim says, Prabhu, I'm hitting him so hard, he's not dying. Bhagavan Krishna says, you're not hitting him the right place. Bhim says, Prabhu, in this mace battle, we cannot hit below the waist. Bhagavan Krishna says, who says so? Who says you can't hit below the waist? Well, that is the rule, the dharma. That is adharma. It is unrighteous to hit. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, come here. Come here. You remember when this man gave the order to strip your wife naked in the court among Bhishma and Karna and all of them? You remember that? Bhim said, yes. You remember when you were little, because he know you like to eat, he poisoned the food and he gave it to you and you ate the food. And when you ate the food and you died, he threw you down the waters, deep down in the river. You remember that? Bhishma said, no. Bhim said, no, I don't remember because I was dead. He says, well, that's what happened. But the great snake was below there, and the great snakes were friend of Pandu. They extracted the poison from Bhima's life. That's how he became alive. He said, you forget that? This man poisoned you? He says, oh, that's good. He said, third, you remember when they promised to build you this palace, great palace, that they built the palace of wax, and when you and your mother and your brothers went in, they lit it at fire and burned it down to kill you. You remember that? He said, yes. He says, so why you can't hit him below his waist? Hit him below the waist. He says, Prabhu, that's wrong. I am telling you to hit him below the waist. And then Bhim stood up and he massacred him. He beat him so bad, hit him. And when he hit him down the waist, here Duryodhana, adharma, that's unrighteous. Here Krishna, that is dharma. That is dharma. You cheated on these people, they're going to cheat back on you now. Face it. As we say in the West Indies, have a taste of your own medicine. Have a taste of your own medicine. This is Krishna. Krishna is no Ram. Ram Bhagwan is Maryada Purushottam. Krishna is Leela Purushottam. He is going to win for you. He does not care what has to be done. He is going to win for you. And Krishna Bhagwan, tomorrow we'll quote the shlokas and so on. But tonight, let us welcome the man who is going to win for us.
Nand ke Anand bhayo, Har Nand ke Anand bhayo.
Nanda ke Anand bhayo. This is not Krishna coming. This is Ananda coming at my sign. This is Ananda coming. This is bliss coming. You don't come to Bhagvat where you come for bliss.
Hare Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya. Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Nand ke Anand.
Look in front, look in front.
Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Jai Yashoda Lal ki. Hare Hathi Gora Pal ki, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Hathi Gora Pal ki, Jai Kanhaiya. Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki.
Everybody, clap your hands. Let there be bliss. This is Ananda. Ananda is bliss. Let our lives be lit up. Whatever we're going through, lift your lives up.
Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Nand ke Anand bhayo. हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की।
हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की।
नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
अरे नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल। नंद के आनंद भयो
जय कन्हैया लाल की।
अरे हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। Everybody please stand up. नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
नंद के आनंद जय कन्हैया लाल की।
नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
अरे हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की।
हाथी घोड़ा पाल की
जय कन्हैया लाल की।
हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। अरे नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की। नंद के
आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की। अरे जन्म लियो कृष्ण कन्हैया। जन्म लियो कृष्ण कन्हैया गोकुल में बाजे बधैया। जन्म लियो कृष्ण कन्हैया बाजे बधैया। कृष्ण कन्हैया गोकुल में नंद के आनंद भयो। नंद के आनंद भयो। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। अरे नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की। नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की। नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। जय कन्हैया लाल की। जय कन्हैया लाल। जय कन्हैया लाल की। बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। Please bless everybody. The Lord has come in and He is going to bless all of you tonight. He's such a, they get better every year now. I don't know if I'm getting less scarier or whatever, but they're getting better every year. He's such a cute baby and he's not crying. He's one of the few Krishnas that did not cry. So he looks so handsome. This is baby Charandat. And Kishar and Samantha's baby, their firstborn. And Chris and Babita Mangrove's fourth grandson. So we want to thank you very much for coming and blessing all of us. And give him a big hand. Give him a big hand. I'm sure he knows exactly everything that is going on. He's our little friend at the temple, and he's famous for going every time he's at. He always does that. So baby Charan, everybody's going to come and take the blessings of baby Charandat.
But before they do that, please be seated. And Pandit Anil will take over from here. And then all of you will come just now.
प्रेम से बोल श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल भगवान की जय. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Tonight we are blessed to have Dr. Chabi with us and Pandit Vijay, who we'll be both hearing from. I'd like to invite Dr. Chabi to say a few words. He's been a strong supporter of this temple for so many years, and we'd like to hear from him to grace this occasion. Dr. Chabi?
Sitaram Vyasji, Sitaram Panditji, Sitaram elders, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and all of you. It is a great blessing to be here tonight to listen to Bhagvat Puran. You know, Bhagvat Puran is the fifth Vedas. It's the fifth Veda. You know, the Aarti, Bhagavata Bhagavan ki hai Aarti, Pancha Niran Rivala. Panch, ek, do, teen, panch. The fifth Vedas. Tonight, all the Shrotas, all the people who helped to put this together, lots of blessings for you. Do you know why Bhagavad is held outside and not in mandirs? Of course, we have winter here. As a young boy growing up, it was explained to me by Pandit Udit Narayan Sharma. He said, when Bhagavad is read, your sins are removed. We are very fortunate. All the, say Jambi, the Poot, all the other animals tonight, they are listening to Bhagavad. Who would elevate them? Only the Bhagavad Puran could elevate them. Long ago, we used to have 3 sessions of Bhagavad. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. The Panditjis then used to explain that certain lower level of species, their life expectancy is only 8 hours. And because of that, Bhagavad was read 3 times. Like the life of an ant is only 8 hours. So the ant, the worms, could all listen to Bhagavad Puran. Panditji, you did an excellent job, as usual. You talk about Pandit Udit Narayan. He was our Pandit, my grandmother Pandit. And he gave me my name, Pandit Udit Narayan. And he said I should have a middle name, start with D. And there were some suggestions that I should be named Duryodhan, my middle name. My grandmother said, no, Hari Bap Re Bap. No. Me no want is by name Duryodhan. So Pandit Udit Narayan said, what do you want to name him? Me go find a name for him, but he must start with D. So my middle name is Diyal. But I have very good experience with Bhagavad Puran in this sense. When I was a boy growing up, I was very sick. The doctors gave up on me at public hospital, and I was moved to a Red Cross because they said, this boy will have not long to live. And my grandmother never believed that. She went to Pandit Udit Narayan, who gave me the name, and they talk in Bhojpuri. My grandmother used to speak Bhojpuri. She was from Borbis, right from their village. She was from Bad Settlement. I don't know what she and the Pandit talk about, but every Bhagavad, she used to take me. We used to have the train, the Bermuda train. Right away, I used to go from Georgetown to Rusignol. Every Bhagavad. And you know what? My father, one night, stole me from the Red Cross. He got into a lot of trouble and brought me home, and my grandmother used to take me to every Bhagavad. And today I'm still alive. Those same doctors who gave up on me, today I'm still alive. So my friends, it is you're very fortunate. I always tell people in Brampton, you're very, very fortunate. I'm from Thornhill, I'm not that fortunate. Because you have Pandit Hardat, you listen to nice Bhagavad Puran. All of you tonight, all the Shrotas, all the volunteers. You don't know how much blessing you're going to get. You know the story of Yudhishthira. Panditji, excellent Katha. I listened to you one night. I was driving Yudhishthira, the king. At the end of the Mahabharata war, he told Krishna, he said, Krishna, you're very unfair to me. I am blind. My wife had to wear, she could not see. And my 100 sons were slaughtered by the 6 brothers, or 5. Karan was a stepbrother. That's a different story. Were slaughtered. And Lord Krishna told him, 15 lives ago, you were a male, there was a male bird that had 10 little birds. And you shoot and kill all these 10 birds. And the male bird stood there helpless. And after 15 birds, he came as Yudhishthira, the king. And he stood there and see his 10 sons. So the moral of the story is, when you do good, your benefits multiply by 9. 9 is a very significant number in our Hindu religion. But when you do wrong things, it multiplies by 10. Yudhishthira had 10 sons, 100 sons, and he could not save the kingdom and could not save his life. So my friends, Panditji, God bless you. I'm not capable of blessing you, but God bless you for such a beautiful Katha. I can't come every night, but I try to listen to you. Very, very informative. The story of Dundakari, that was another story. We all have Dundakari in us. We all have some Gokaran in us. But your Katha is almost like Pandit Udit Narayan. Yes, I could tell you that. Little boy, I listened to him. Very good. So I asked all of you to stand and give Vyasji a round of applause for a well done Katha. Ek bar bolo Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai.
Javid, please come. Let's give you a little shawl tonight. This is a gentleman you have to remember. I will not be here forever, but the gentleman has done a lot for this temple. That's all I'll tell you. God bless you, Dr. Javid. Very nice to see you tonight. Very good job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anna?
Thank you, Dr. Chabi. Tonight we are also blessed to have the presence of Pandit Vijay with us, who as Guruji, like he mentioned, has been a long-time friend of Guruji and supporter of this temple. He is also a music teacher here, and he's a very, very good musician. Tonight, Panditji, we'd like to honor you with a small token of this shawl. Panditji?
Prabhuji, Yo, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Panditji will also give us his blessings tonight.
Namaste everyone. Today I was not prepared, but I know this beautiful bhajan saying Bhajahu re man Shri Nanda Nandana Abhay Charan Arvindare Durlabh Manav Janam Sat Sange Taraho E Bhav Sindhure. This world is called Bhava, and Sindhu means the ocean. If you have to go beyond this ocean, you have to chant the name of son of Nanda. That is called Nanda Nandana. And when we talk about Navada Bhakti, we always know when Prabhu Ram told Shabri, Navada Bhakti. But Tulsidas ji was such a learned Pandit ji. So he got that idea from Srimad Bhagvat. In Bhagvat, there are 9 different types of worship. And first one is Shravan Kirtan Smaran Vandana. Pad Sevan Dasyare Pujan Sakhijan Atma Nivedan Govind Das Abhilashare. And the very first kind of devotion is Shravan, listening. When you listen the glories of Bhagwan, because sometimes we don't know our scriptures, we don't know how to chant the mantras, because Panditji has copyright to chant all the mantras. But again, when you are listening to the glories of Bhagwan and Kirtan, such a beautiful way to worship Bhagwan, singing the praises of Bhagwan, Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Shiv Shiv. So Shravan Kirtan Smaran Vandan. Vandan means when we are chanting the name of Bhagwan, and Smaran is while you are driving, whatever you are doing, when you keep remembering the name of Bhagwan in your mind, chanting Gayatri Mantra, chanting Mahamrityunjaya Mantra, that is the beautiful different forms of Bhagwan. But first one is called Shravan, listening. So that's why this is such a beautiful platform where Panditji, Vyasji is doing such a beautiful Katha. I cannot even try to attempt doing Bhagvat, because it's so hard to understand. But Panditji, you are doing such a beautiful thing here, and today I am very, very fortunate to come and listen the beautiful Katha of Draupadi and Gaj and that alligator. So Gajraj, when Gajraj was in pain, he chanted the name of Bhagwan and Bhagwan came to rescue him. And there are Meera Bhajan also, which Draupadi, she is helpless and she invited the name, she called the name of Bhagwan and Bhagwan came to rescue her. So these are beautiful kathas, and thank you Panditji for guiding us and singing so many beautiful bhajans. So once again, everyone please say, Bolo Vyas Ji Bhagwan Ki Jai. Thank you.
Thank you, Panditji. We will now do prashad. Anyone who has prashad, flowers, dakshina to offer are now invited to come up. We'll have 3 lines, so everything moves smoothly. While this is happening, we'll have bhajans and kirtans. Thank you. Pandit Vijay will sing the first song.
Harer Naam, Harer Naam, Harer Naam Kevalam, Kalo Nastaiva Nastaiva, Nastaiva Gatiranyatha. Krishna Gopal Hari, He Din Dayal Hari, Jai Krishna Gopal Hari, Jai Din Dayal Hari. Tum karta, tum hi karan, तुम करता तुम ही कारण है, परम कृपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि, जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि, जय दीन दयाल हरि। रथ हाँके रण भूमि में और के मरम बताए। रथ हाके रण भूमि में और कर्म योग के मरम बताए। अजर अमर है परम तत्व यूं माया के दुख सुख समझाए। सखा सारथी शरणागत के, सखा सारथी शरणागत के सदा प्रितपाल हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। जय परम कृपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। शाम के रंग में रंग गई मीरा रस। खान तो रस की खान हुए। शाम के रंग में रंग गई मीरा रस। खान तो रस की खान हुए। जग से आंखें बंद करी तो सूरदास ने दरस किए। मात यशोदा ब्रज नारी के, मात यशोदा ब्रज नारी के माखन चोर हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। 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 जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय दीन दयाल हरि। 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 जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय कृष्ण गोपाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। जय नंद के लाल हरि। बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Anybody? जय राधे जय राधे 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 पिया पिया जय राधे 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 पिया पिया जय श्यामा 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 पिया पिया जय श्यामा 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 पिया पिया जय राधे 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 पिया पिया जय श्यामा 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 पिया पिया जय राधे 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 पिया पिया जय श्यामा 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 पिया पिया Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Radhe Piya Piya. Oh Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Radhe Piya Piya. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe Radhe Piya Piya. Jai Shama, Jai Shama, Shama Shama Piya Piya. Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe, 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 Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe, Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe, Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe, Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe, Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe, Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe, Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe. हमारो धन राधा हमारी प्यारी राधे, हमारो धन राधा हमारी प्यारी राधे, हमारो धन राधा हमारी प्यारी राधे, हमारो धन राधा हमारी प्यारी राधे. जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि 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 बोल.
बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की
बोलो राधा रानी सरकार की जय,
जय.
आज के आनंद की जय.
This Devi Krishna is very very popular. Everybody is laughing with him. And I think from the back here, I see he's laughing with everybody as well. Bhagwan bless him. May he grow to be a very, very noble and a respectful child to his parents and to his family. While we're finishing off the prasad, I just want to acknowledge quickly our sponsors. They are, of course, key to everything. And they are being run online, so I hope they are. They are being run online. Virtually, we have Tulwati Mahabir. This is from Auntie Rita from Winnipeg. Auntie Rita, thank you very much for always remembering us and sponsoring tonight. Bhagwan's blessings to you. Geeta Rampratap from Florida. Geeta, Bhagwan's blessings to you and your family as well, all the way from Florida, sponsoring for us. Dharmdev Prasad and family, Bhagwan Lord Krishna's blessings to everyone. Gomati Sukram, in loving memory of father and husband, Raj Sukram. Bhagwan's blessings to you, Gomati and family. And to from Shanta Dhanraj, this is from Mr. and Mr. Vijay Chand and family of Parika, Guyana. I know they are very much into the program. They watch everything that we do here. So thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Vijay Chand. These are the sawmill people in Parika. Thank you very much. Bhojan sponsor today is from North Carolina. Bhojan has been served in Brampton from North Carolina. Malini Indradev in honor of Niranjan Prasad and from his wife Leela Prasad. So Bhagwan's blessings to everyone who sponsored tonight. In person, we have Lilmati Arthur, our dear sister here from the temple, a devotee of ours who sat for Bhagvat this evening. May Bhagwan Shri Krishna and the Grantaraj Bhagvat Mahapuran grant her strength and guidance in abundance. So thank you very much. Also to Mataji Yashoda Shri Krisun, our dear mother in front here. She is an ardent devotee of this temple. We have been, working with her to give her so much comfort. I remember the last night I was talking about Garu Puran. She was the first person who started as a Shrota for Garu Puran in our temple. So she has a long history with us, and we're so very grateful that she can be with us tonight as well. Thank you very much, Auntie, Mataji. And remember, we're always here for you anytime. To Auntie Lake and Uncle Aj, giving thanks for the gift of a wonderful family, their 3 daughters and husband, and blessed to have their extended family to join in devotion to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. These are devotees of our temple who have helped us and still do in so many ways. Auntie Lake and Uncle Aj, Bhagwan's blessings to both of you and your extended family as well. And to my dear goddaughter, Hemani, who is Sabrina Rajpal, giving thanks today as Bhagwan's blessings are required for everything. She's taking a very big step in her next stage in academics. And we ask Bhagwan Shri Krishna's blessings on her and her entire family. Starting in September, with the blessings of Shri Krishna, she's going to be starting her PhD. And as such, that requires a lot of commitment and a lot of devotion. So God bless her always. She's a devotee of the Lord and a devotee of this temple and of the community. And of course, my dear sister Lakshmi and Dara and their family as well. Their commitment to this temple and this community is really admirable, and we can only pray for Bhagwan to continue to bless them with strength. Bole Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai.
Before we stand for Aarti, for tomorrow we will be doing Govardhan Puja and Ras Leela. The color for tomorrow is green. So come out with all your green. Well, now, we also have Chapman Bhog tomorrow, which is 56 different kinds of food. Panuji said don't bring banana leaves. That doesn't count. It's not a banana. So 56 different flavors of food, different kinds of food without onion and garlic. So bring out all your wonderful dishes to offer to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. We'll now stand for Aarti.
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तर कृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे
आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की, आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। गले में वैजंती माला, बजावे
पापियों को पाप से हटा। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं हरि श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं हरि हरि। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं हरि श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं हरि हरि। वासुदेवं हरि हरि वासुदेवं हरि हरि वासुदेवं हरि।
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। त्वमेव माता स पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं नरयोत्तममुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्रीरामदूतं सरसा नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनो हरे। ॐ जजनेन जजनमय जन्तदेवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यसंज्ञ तेहनाकं महिमानः सचन्दपूर्व साद्या सन्ति देवाः। ॐ नन्दनन्दनाय विद्महे यशोदानन्दनाय धीमहि तन्नः कृष्ण प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वृषभानुजायै च विद्महे कृष्णवल्लभायै च धीमहि तन्नो राधा प्रचोदयात्। सेवन्तिकावकुलचम्पकपाटलब्धे पुन्नागजातिकरवीररसालपुष्पै बिल्वा प्रबालतुलसीदलमञ्जरीभिः त्वं पूजयामि जगदीश्वर मे प्रसिद्ध। नानासुगन्धपुष्पाणि यथा कालोद्भवानि च पुष्पाञ्जलिर्मया दत्त गृहाणां परमेश्वर मन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलिए सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की, भवानी शंकर भगवान की, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, समस्त देवताओं की, वाङ्मय स्वरूप भगवान श्री भागवत महापुराण की, व्यास जी महाराज की, सुखदेव जी महाराज की। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो।